We are live once again from the NBFL playoffs, season 26. We've got an AFC wildcard battle, the last wildcard game. We've got the Icelandic Dolts as the 5 seed, I believe, and the Las Vegas Sinners as the 4 seed, winners of the AFC West. So we've got some ridiculous Dark Elves, some equally ridiculous Norse, and you could easily make a case for either of these two teams going the distance, but one of them is going to be knocked out here. That's how the playoffs work, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you lose and you're out.
Damn. I found that out the hard way. But should be a good game. We've got two excellent coaches. Asti, the coach of the Norse, the Dolts. He's the defending champion, so he's going to have some inducements as well. Wizard, bribe, beer, extra apothecary.
I'm disappointed in him. I wanted him to take 3 bribes.
He's certainly done it before. Duford, no stranger to having people use inducements against him. He's run kind of a chonky Dark Elf team for quite some time now, even with the beating we were talking about before the game and back in week 1 where he lost 4 experienced players with guard. And he's still just ho-hum, makes the playoffs. So, both teams still setting up. Looks like Dark Elves on defense first. Some of the players we'll see quite often. We've got the 2 just superb catchers for the Norse. We've got Floki Dolt, 844, Lodge Guard, Lawlessdolf, 744, Lodge Step, Sure Hands. We've got a Snow Troll that may or may not do stuff. Dwight Stevenson, reigning Defensive Player of the Year. Tag team partner Sturmendolt's not bad. There's the 744 Blitzer is good.
He's minus AG, so you know that's a big deal.
Yeah, and then literally just a random collection of basically rookie linos.
One with dirty player.
One dirty player. That's all you need. So everyone else is cannon fodder. It must be nice having a team that's just so simple. It's like, all right, you, and you get protected, and you do X, Y, and Z. The rest of you go die. Meanwhile, for the Sinners, we've got 2 just absolutely legendary players that have just somehow managed to live far longer than they should have. Jeremy Macklin, Agility 6 runner, leap, pass, sure hands, dodge. Indomitian Sue, perhaps the key to the team. Strength 4 and Agility 6, block, juggernaut, tackle, witch elf. Minus movement, but
And minus AV, so that could matter. We are seeing that the Norse won the toss, which means they're about to kill 77 elves, and the game will be over quickly. So that's what happens with it.
77%?
Well, actually, I don't know who won the toss. I guess Dufer may have kicked.
It is possible. We got here, I guess, after that decision was made. See, this is why playing as Dark Elves at this level always confounded me, because you have so many good players that you have to put a blitzer, albeit a young one, on the line of scrimmage. And very few other teams, is that ever an issue?
I mean, that's because he has a kicker, and there's really there's no value to kick if you're going to set up like this. I mean, you're setting up for lack of a better word, a coward.
I'll try to sugarcoat it. You're not setting up in a way to where if there was a blitz or a short punt to the corner where you could do anything about it, you're so far back for.
You're setting up in a way that multiple win conditions, you're just saying, I don't care, I want to protect my players, even though it's the playoffs. I don't like it. I mean, I don't like setting up this deep ever. I mean, it's not that, you're not even not blitzable. He can blitz you just fine. I don't. All you're doing is making a gang foul easier.
Yeah. Gang foul easier up front. He doesn't have to worry about a failed pickup or, honestly, a blitz. Literally doesn't matter. His blitzer, line back on column 7, can barely reach the line of scrimmage.
Right. I mean, this makes now. I mean, Asti doesn't really have to protect nearly as much against, blitzes and the like, which clearly he's not already.
If you are
I don't
worried
know. It's just
about having like the open wares like 2-die blitz your like corners here, and then you're trying to like bait him into a frenzy trap. I mean, he's still within range of
he can fix it. Like I kind of understand this in the regular season, I guess. But like I just can't here. I don't get it. All right. Well, take the kick off the field. There's no reason for him now. Well, I guess he has wrestle. No one on the bench is worth. Wait. Why is it? Why is a
Why is
wrestle
Cameron
leap?
Turley off the field? I mean, you only have so much AV6 and AV7 you can protect at once in theory, but
Why are you protecting things?
agility 5, wrestle, leap, sidestep, strip ball. I mean, strip ball is not super useful if Lawless has it, but if he's forced to give it to Floki or someone else, or just the threat of having a leaping agility 5 strip baller forces him to keep the ball in Lawless's hands.
So here's my opinion, and I'm willing to admit maybe I'm an idiot. When I have a superstar witch who's really good at breaking cages, I like to have them on the field.
Yeah, I would concur with that.
I just don't get it. I mean, like I just don't understand.
Of course, that would beg the question of like, who would you have moved off the field? And you're obviously going to take that wrestle kick guy off, but then who are you putting out?
Okay, do you want a list of players I'd take off? I would take off all 3 people in the line scrimmage. Yeah. I'd take off the kicker. I'd take off the block sidestep dauntless.
Yeah.
I'd take up the block sidestep mighty blow. I would take off this random. I would take off the dodge sidestep dauntless tackle. I would take off Macklin. I'd take off the wrestle kick, and I'd take off the dodge guard tackle stand from diving tackle.
I could have just asked the list who
and the 4-strength block sidestep guard. I would not leave I would not leave my second best defensive player on the bench and my third best player overall when we're in the playoffs.
That's fair.
Sorry, Duffer, that I'm being a little bit harsh, but I just don't get this at all.
Are we getting the Snow Troll Blitz? Hell yeah. That's something we can all agree on.
I feel like, and there's a KO.
And you didn't like that guy anyways.
The kicker is off the field. But I don't see. Right, like the thing is, like Sue can credibly sack Lawless, right? Like that's doable.
Yeah.
And then if someone else has to pick up the ball, having a strip ball to hit the ball again next turn seems nice. And even despite that, having a third plus edge on the field seems nice. I don't know, because like I feel like your best win condition is to win this drive, because like with the Norse winning the toss and getting the ball first, overtime probably is going to favor them. They also have a wizard, so you really don't want to be down 1-0 going into the second half.
Right.
Now I do know Doofer's having, he's on a backup computer. I mean, maybe it was just a mistake, but like I feel like he would have noticed. And just it's been a surprise for him because like I don't remember him. Maybe he's done this before, but I don't remember it if he has.
Asti also stating in the group, game chat that Doofer cannot type, so there won't be a whole lot of chatting in English, French, or any other language, unfortunately. What kind of backup computer doesn't have a keyboard, though?
It might be something with like the resolution.
Maybe.
Or whatever. I'm just glad they're able to get the game in. I would like to thank Doofer and Asti for working with each other to do that.
Yeah, Doofer in the process of a move and all that fun stuff. It's not going to be easy, and it's also not easy to dislodge Mr. Dolt from his spot with Stand Firm.
No, but I'm always not going to use it because he doesn't want to get hit again if he doesn't have to.
So that begs the question, what do we want to do with the rest of our turn? We've already got 2 players standing next to each other instead of move, which is not super ideal, but if we want to maximize our value, apparently we're going for the Snow Troll. But I was going to suggest we block, or rather blitz Mr. Apparently there's a lot of Dolts on this team. It's like a family affair, but the lineman at the bottom, you can blitz him up, and so if you just get a push, you can get a follow-up block with merit. So maximize our blocking potential.
Blitzing the Snow Troll's fine. I mean, now Asti has to blitz if he wants him to stand back up. If you're due for, you're kind of betting that Asti doesn't really care about advancing much at the moment. Obviously, like, if he pushes, he can kind of get the corner some, but
Yeah, you could have potentially taken the Snow Troll out for the next 2 turns, essentially, so.
Or longer. I mean, you never know. Maybe you'll never stand up again.
Yeah, he just, like, angrily cries on the ground like a child. A really big, furry child.
Or maybe he's gonna try to just blitz him up. I mean, we don't know, but oh god, I don't feel very good, man.
You said you went for like a run?
Yeah, I went to the gym, and now I'm dead. So like, this is fun. Ugh, because I mean they just had to. I mean, at least they didn't schedule an hour code, then I couldn't be here at all. And yeah, I mean, Asti's. Well, I'm not sure what he's gonna do. I could see this being multiple things. It's probably a blitz with the Snow Troll, but it might be a blitz with Grimgi Dolt and using Juggernaut.
Although old Randall Camp, I really was bummed when Doofer snagged that player late in the first round. I was hoping he'd fall back to me in the first draft with the Frogs.
That player's quite nice.
And no one wanted him until I picked number 27. It's like, ew, stand firm.
Yeah, stand firm's amazing. I don't know why everyone just like
one day
thinks sidestep's better.
One day people will believe us about stand firm. Nelfie might be the last believer, but by golly, we'll convert him eventually.
Hope so. So you're gonna get a couple hits. I mean, you have an extra hit here if you're due for. I mean, obviously, like at some point, Asti playing like 14 players with AV7 will matter, right? Like someday.
Yeah, but today is probably not that day.
Probably not. No.
What are we doing here? You could generate an extra block by blitzing Steinbjorn at the bottom and pushing, my god, these accents, Fiorik, the thrower. Basically, you're going to chain push from the... Just never mind, he's not going to do it. He's blitzing some random guy to tag the ball, maybe? I don't know what he's doing. I'm trying to expand my game to where if there's not just like the obvious blitz target, if you're going to be sacking somebody, or just like, you know, the gutter runner who's the obvious target sitting out in the open that you want to use Mighty Blow on, look for opportunities to generate extra block with your blitz. You could have filled in this gap here on column 12, blitz from the bottom and push the thrower into your other blitzer, and you generate an extra block for free.
Yeah, and the best part is if I'm playing against you under my breath, I'll be like, oh, what's this guy doing? Just derping, thinking blocks matter.
It's not that blocks matter.
No, it makes a lot of sense, and it's something you should look for. Like, I'm awful at looking at... I give those up all the time. I give up, like, secondary blocks, constantly. And occasionally it's on purpose, but usually it's not.
Yeah. I'm trying to generate surplus value, and, you know, bonking the Norse enough should, in theory, you know, result in a armor break.
No, these Norse are indestructible. But yeah, no, I mean, it's a definitely reasonable thing to do. I mean, if there's not a blitz that improves things for you, like tactically, you know, like, you know, I mean, that's why, like, I like Mighty Blow, and, you know, just about every team can get it, is because, like, some turns it's just like, okay, yeah, there's nothing like super important to do. So let's
just try to bonk somebody.
Yeah, and we'll see. But like, I kind of, like this position looks weirder than it is. I like he has sidestep or stand firm basically in every like weak point right now, which is nice.
Top, bottom, middle. Yeah.
I do wish he had more block step, mainly because I wish every team had more block step.
It is probably the best combo.
And it's great against Norse in particular.
Or Corn.
Everything's great against Corn.
That's fair. Norse not getting a whole lot so far with their armor break opportunities, but
no, only the one removal, and he hasn't even really had a good foul opportunity. He hasn't done one yet, has he?
No, he's not.
No,
the first turn, based on the reset up,
we haven't even seen an attrition fireball yet.
That's perhaps the most surprising part so far. Okay, now this may be an opportunity. Oh, there's our first foul. Now that catcher up there is kind of a tempting target. It feels like Asti's leaving him out there to like draw the blitz, but if you do have somebody nearby with Mighty Blow, and you, okay,
well, your Mighty Blow doesn't have tackle.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like that positioning by Asti because it's basically clearly saying like if you commit the players to go after it, maybe you make yourself weak
flank, yeah.
where I clearly want to go. But if you don't go for it, there's always the possibility of using him as kind of, the forward sweeper to lead you around.
Yeah.
This player you always have to be aware of. Ooh, and that's a blitz, which I guess, you don't really want to get hit. I don't hate, it's the only tackle, right? Like, that's the other reason why I kind of wish that other witch was on the field. It's like, Astius doesn't have tackle, man. Like,
it doesn't need it with Frenzy.
Frenzy helps, but like tackle's a good skill. You want at least you want a couple. It's like it's not a skill I like hugely prioritize at lower TV, but at this TV, it's if you could remove it, especially if you could remove it for the rest of time, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, we all love Dwight Stevenson for what he did to the Jordals 2 seasons ago. He basically ruined their entire franchise for 2 seasons.
And he ruined the chance of the AFC South getting 3 playoff teams, which is tragic.
But he also saved us from having MRT lose 5 straight Super Bowls. Or was it 7? I forget. It was a lot.
It was 3. But that streak had already been broken because Robo won.
Maybe that makes sense. I don't know. It was time for somebody different.
Yes, I agree, but not this person.
He said there was a 33% chance it was the right person besides MRT from the AFC South. Unfortunately, it did not roll that way. Due for not in a fantastic position at the end of that turn.
Okay, I'm confused again. This feels like there's a place that the ball can go.
But is it a trap?
Maybe.
That's the biggest problem that is... Doesn't matter.
I don't know that he really cares where this goes. Sidestep. Okay. Well, okay. There's a reroll. But like now he can
turn forward.
He just. Well, yeah, but like now that position, now he has to dodge through. Well, no, he can block it with Sherman Dolt, potentially. But there are some 1-dies I kind of would have wanted to do. Again, potentially. Oh. Okay, never mind. That got opened up somehow. Oh, duh, because you opened up another assist.
Funny.
As a really seeing the board well, isn't he? Yeah, I mean, I don't, love that. I mean, it doesn't look like Asty's going to take too much of advancement, but he is going to get some hits.
Yeah.
He'll probably, I mean, obviously he's going to get some knockdowns. I imagine. Now if and there goes the Apo. Miss next game.
That's not great. And now we've got a couple high SPP players in danger potentially.
Yep, and a KO. And I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, you were in heavy contact, and now you're down to 8, and you have another one stunned.
And Apo's gone.
The drives potentially lost. I mean, I don't think Asti did a ton for his position there, but he didn't really need to.
It's going for a foul?
No, just kind of making a beachhead, I guess. Basically saying, hey, blitz here, then this is the point that I can get to next turn, because, I mean, all Asti really has to do, with there only being 8, is if he gets Lawless Dolph to, and here comes the blitz.
Here comes the shot.
Now, this is, there is no guard on that backside, so, but I mean, it's a lot of dice to get there, and
I mean, we could use this blitzer kind of in the top middle, who's not marked right now. He's got leap, he's got tackle.
The leaper. He's got dauntless.
And he's got dauntless, yeah.
Yeah, I could see it. I mean, as we said, the drive's kind of lost.
You keep Sue alive,
but
you kind of pick up potentially.
Yeah, so here comes the blitz.
Leap.
Big leap, gets the leap. Huge. Gets the dauntless, gets the knockdown. And yeah, I mean, this is bad tackle discipline by Asti. Guard discipline. There's no reason not to have one on each side.
Does he have a lot of them? He's got
he has two. He has 2 on the front.
Yeah.
Right. So
you should have split them.
Yeah,
in the corners.
You just split them and
that's
prevent that.
Terrible scatter for the Dark Elves, though.
I mean, yeah, that 4+ pickup.
I mean, yeah. Granted, when you've got double agility 6,
but I'd be passing.
Could have been better.
I'd be passing here if I'm Macklin. But yeah, I mean, you're definitely not super happy about that, because you're now in a position where I mean, it's not an easy play, and okay, that's interesting. Where do we think Sue's going? I was thinking just leave Sue there and just
throw to her.
Just pass the ball with Macklin and then just run her down. But I mean, I guess you got to think that there's a pass going to Sue somewhere. Maybe not.
I mean, if you don't pick up this ball and you don't go for it with Macklin, are you even? I don't know.
Maybe we're getting a punt.
A punt's fine.
I'd be down with a punt.
Doover, don't do it.
A move. I am not down with a move.
Is he trying to get him within range to dump off to Sue or somebody else? Why not just chuck it? You've got pass. You've got a reroll still. If you need to fail well, you don't need to fail a dodge, but if you do fail a dodge...
I mean, I think you got to pass it, man. Okay. Yeah.
There we go.
That should be...
Do we leave here? Yeah, that was No, we just roll 6s.
Oh, he dodged in. Okay.
Did you need to do that last one?
Do
you just stay there and threaten the dump off?
I mean, maybe. I guess.
Well, we go for the
throw.
Okay,
I mean, that's solid. I mean, yeah, you're in a great position now. I feel like. I probably am doing that leap instead of the 4+ dodge, just because there's already tackle there, right? But I can understand what he's doing, because now he's created a screen. This might be better. I mean, it was less likely to work, but this in position is really strong, and now Assie's gonna have to think strong about the wizard.
And he goes pretty quickly to do it.
Yeah, I mean,
and it doesn't work. No frogs on this day.
Yeah, I might fireball, even though it's only a 2-man, just because like either you hit the ball, but if you hit Macklin, you just give yourself a free 2-die on the ball. I mean, you have a pretty easy 2-die anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, it's 2 GFIs, so like not, you gotta do some things.
Who are we coming around with?
A Dwight, because it's your only tackle. Okay. And then you can send Floki around the other way and pick up because there's no strip ball. But yeah, I think that fireball there may have been better.
Or, the wizard zap working would have been better.
Well, yes. I agree that the ideal result was something working. What do you Asti? What the? Why? I don't like that block's just not important. Now you can't blitz the ball. I mean, you can, but I think I just blitz Macklin now. Yeah. Saw that coming.
Yeah. Well, close.
But like this isn't I mean, yeah, you can make this somewhat difficult, I mean, you still have a pretty major player advantage. If you force the score next turn, maybe you can get to 1-1, but I mean, that was just messy. I mean, that's, not Messi's not a major surprise from this particular coach.
I think we need to put a little bit of respect on his name, though. Didn't he win like the recent fumble major?
Yes, and I would, and like I mean, I like Asti. I think Asti's good, but I think he did his best to lose that last game.
The finals?
Yeah, I mean, him winning that game was more testament to his opponent than himself.
I do remember him saying he was like absolutely plastered or something going into it.
Yeah, I mean, he's asked you. I mean, he's very good at creating aggressive situations, which is why this mass frenzy works for him. But he occasionally
whoa! Don't call this mass frenzy. I've experienced mass frenzy, but I know what you mean.
He occasionally decides, man, that would be some cool shit right there, and then just does it.
I think
even if it's not great.
I think he did that in the title game, right? He did something like just absolutely like ridiculous, like at the side of the surf.
But like I mean, but like that block wasn't like. I mean, it's it's not likely to fail or anything. It's just like priorities. Now, I mean, your end situation here is not bad at all. I mean, it's dice if Doofer wants to score. Now, the big problem you have is you've only got the one tackle, right? So, like, even if he doesn't score, getting the ball off of him isn't easy. But with having 3 vampires on your team, I mean, if you do get him off the ball, it's
Yeah, I'm trying to see a good play here for Doofer, and outside of going backwards, like I don't really like my options. I don't even like going backwards.
Going backwards requires a 3+2+ anyway. Yeah. Which like it might be the best. You do have Dauntless on
Anderson.
So I mean, if you can dodge someone around and then take the 1 die and push, and then just you're a couple 2s from scoring.
2.
The downside, of course, is like you're rolling. I mean, that's quite a bit of 2+.
Yeah. Well, there's a 2+ that almost didn't.
I
was gonna say, is he just trying to go straight through because you didn't need the assist to do that?
Yeah, I mean, there's guard. Like that feels like it's just a mistake. Yeah. Yeah, dodging through is better than that. But I mean, we've talked before. Like,
it's hard.
Both these coaches are good. I mean, when you're playing a game, like you're gonna make mistakes. And like I imagine he just missed guard based on what he did, right?
Right.
But there was a pretty, I mean, it wasn't like no doubt 1, 2, 3,
there was
4,
not
5,
a good
6,
option
7.
there.
I mean, but like 2+ with dodge. Then you have the Dauntless hit. If you get a push, it's a 2+2+2+ to score, or just a 2+ and you have the ball all the way down there and Asti has to roll a POW. But I mean, if you're Doofer though, like even if Asti scores now, this was a 1 drive because you got the wizard out.
Yeah, I mean, Wizard is theoretically used on defense most of the time, and if you don't have to worry about that anymore, it's a huge win, even if you have to use your Apothecary.
I mean, the injury sucks, straight up. Your Apple being gone sucks, straight up. But, like, Asti doesn't have that many more opportunities for removals at this point. Well, here's one.
Well, almost, yeah.
You know, I mean, you can also, like, disengage here, right? And, I mean, you know, I do wish I had some strip ball on the field. But you can disengage, get Sue back behind a screen, and, like, there's a reasonable chance now. Like, I love that sidestep. I love that sidestep.
Oh, well, he hadn't.
Because he's trying to get Lawless still free. And you just, I mean, he ate his blitz, and, I mean, the reroll doesn't matter. But, yeah, I mean, I really like that by Doofer. I mean, that's seeing what your opponent wants to do and being like, this is going to make it, you know, worse.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. When I first saw it, I was like, you're just giving up an extra block. And I hadn't realized he hadn't used his blitz yet either. But also, yeah, the way you look at it makes a lot of sense. He wants to get this player free, even if it's just to distract 2 elves or something.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's, you know, you need, if you're Asti at this point, okay.
Well, after all that, yeah, he runs backwards, and so he won't be in scoring range outside of some GFIs. But, I mean, he's probably also thinking, like, I need to just survive this turn from...
Yeah, I mean, if we look at it, like, there's not guard around the ball, right? So, like, the ball is definitely sackable. So I can definitely understand getting Lawless back there, making, you know, Macklin's job a little bit harder.
I think taking 10% away from Doofer's chance to give yourself, I'm just going to throw a number out there, 30% more likely to score by having a strength 4, agility 4 player down here in scoring range. I think that's more valuable, but...
From where I was sitting, I definitely was thinking that, like, he was going to use Lawless as a threat. But, I mean, this isn't, like, an awful place for him to end up. Like, it's not what I would have done by any means. But, like, I'm not God's gift to Blood Bowl or anything.
No, and staying firm is today, though, because it's...
It is a great skill, isn't it?
It's really flustered the Dark Elf's attempts to do a whole lot on those Ulfin whatevers. There was a point, and it was like Doofer's turn 3, where he ended up in just like a really weird spot where like Macklin had to run backwards, and there was that big gap in the middle. But that during that turn, he did the initial blitz with Sue, which seemed a little risky, and then he ended up having 3 players stand next to Ulfenwarner to try to block him, and the Stand Firm held him in place like twice, and so all of a sudden he ended the turn in a bunch of contact, and that's when those injuries started happening. So, you know,
right.
Sometimes you just got to dodge away the entire time.
Yeah, and I actually think like this last turn was another one of those. I mean, I may have not even blitzed last turn, to be honest. Like in any way, I might have just dodged everyone back, stood, you know, had a screen, you know, with a mix of like row 10 and 9 with Sue behind, and been like, okay, wherever you put the ball, I got to hit. You know, I mean, I have Sue. Let's go. Mm-hmm. And I have the sidestep to get in front of you. Well, maybe not. Like all the sidesteps not in great spots, but you know, yeah, like that blitz. I mean, it's
fine, but now Sue's gonna be out of position unless you GFI.
Now Sue has to GFI if you want, which works fine, you know. But I just don't see what that blitz did a ton. And on a push there, I mean, a push is kind of a disaster.
Yeah. No, there's plenty of times where I've just not blitzed because it makes my position worse, and it feels incredibly weird and counterintuitive after all the Blood Bowl you play to like not use the best tool.
I mean, I disagree. Every turn, I'm hoping to look at the board and be like, I don't even got a blitz, man. This is perfect.
Well, not everybody can have such luxury in life,
But yeah, I mean, it's like, you see now, you know, you let Asti get all the way in scoring range with, you know, guard on both corners now.
And you get a bunch of people blocked.
and you're gonna get blocks on the other side. I mean, it's as I said, I really liked the way Doofer ended up after the sack.
Oh.
Ooh, there goes Macklin.
And considering that he's kept minus MA, minus AVC around forever, I feel like Macklin's gonna have a storied career still. I think he's gonna stay put.
Like minus MA is not killer by any means. Like the issue there is,
actually,
I was gonna say, if he does play Doofer, but it's not like not Doofer. Rel's rats are super like sacky, but it still definitely like hurts.
Yeah.
That's the other thing, right? Like, he was looking for the sack. Definitely, I understand blocking that old foreigner, but like you were basically trying to roll a 5+, and you could have opened up a blitz with Sue, but you had to stand up Macklin to do it, so you didn't really have a great recovery option. And then you got hits back. I would have liked to see him get his sidesteppers back. I get what he was doing, and I think what he was doing was good. It's just not quite what I do, right? Like, obviously, if it worked, that could have been game winning, and he got.
There's incredibly fine line between being aggressive and taking the shot and pulling back, and it's like making your opponent earn it, a good way to put it, or just giving yourself a chance later in the drive. I'm not sure how I'm trying to describe this, but basically that turn had a small chance to make that game-saving play versus getting hopefully most of your team back and giving yourself a better chance the next turn.
Yeah, and I guess part of it too is with like Doofer, it's like you see that a lot, right? Is him just like waiting and waiting and waiting to strike, and so it kind of surprised me that he didn't go back to that.
Oh.
Yeah, this is
wow.
Okay. Sure, why not?
If you're gonna roll that, you should have blitzed the ball.
I mean, if I'm Doofer at this point too, it's this is the risk here is somewhat obvious, right? But like you don't have a great chance at stopping him by any means, but I think if you don't stay marked, you have like no chance.
Yeah. I think you have to tag both of them with the blitzer, right?
Oh yeah. 100%.
Or do we tag the lino and, bait him into using the snow troll? Where is he going?
No, okay. Oh, I thought you meant these two at the bottom. I guess it doesn't. Okay, well, there we go. Survives.
And then you blitz through.
Yeah, then you just blitz the other one.
Yeah. Oh, you could use him too, yeah. Well, now you've got some dice, but yeah.
Well, you got a 2+ with dodge.
Still dice. But
yeah, that is some dice.
That is technically.
All the heroes come back. Macklin out's massive, but as we said, Wizard has been used. It's not like Doofer doesn't have people who can carry.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any MA8, which is a shame in this situation. I really wish there was an MA8 sprint blitzer.
Chad Henne?
Yeah, Chad Henne. I was trying to remember his name. Who I did not talk shit about and then happened to injure.
In the last game of the season, mind you.
Yes. With a team that was just dead right before he made the playoffs.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't know. There's a lot I've liked that both coaches have done. There's some I haven't liked that I actually think was probably good anyway, right? It could very well have been better than what I would have done. A lot of things are. I do think...
Unfortunately, right? I think this game is over. Because if you look at those KO rolls, Doofer just rolled 666. So he's about to put on a show in the second half and just absolutely beat the brakes off of Asti.
Could happen. Could happen. But yeah, I think that that one turn by Doofer was like, I think he just missed the board a little bit.
I'm talking about where you had the ball here and yeah.
But that happens. I currently do it. And then I go, fuck, what the hell did I just do?
Yeah.
But the wizard's gone, right? It definitely could be worse.
Oh, that's what I wanted to say. I wish we could like put memes in the game chat, because I would definitely make the meme of the top part, like, the wizard is gone, but what did it cost? And then at the bottom you have a picture of Jeremy Macklin with a little like gimp in his step. Is it worth it? I guess we'll find out.
I mean, Macklin would have died to a fireball anyway, right?
The attrition fireball, perhaps, yeah.
On turn 16.
Alright. Asti with the 1-0 lead. Looks like it'll stay that way going into the half. Still has a bribe. Still has both apothecaries. Volunteering to give up extra blocks? Oh, he's swapping those back. Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, I don't think.
Well, okay. Sue's over here with Juggernaut, and we've got a couple movement 7 boys up top. Is there any way we could really?
The only one you could have maybe you could have tried with Camp, but I don't think that was doable.
Well, okay.
Well, okay. I mean, yeah, I think we're seeing a few misclicks here, which it's gonna happen.
All right. One gripe that I have that literally doesn't matter is when you pick up the ball and throw it backwards for your just like vanity completion. At least throw it forwards and get those passing yards.
Disagree. That way, if it's incomplete, it's really a fumble.
But you're not gonna fail the pass. So just throw it forward and get some free passing yards.
I'll be back in 1 second.
Fair enough. All right, 1-0 at the half. Icelandic Dolts did what they needed to do on offense, get the score, cost them a wizard. They did take out 2 pretty important Dark Elves, including Macklin, for the rest of this game and the next game, whenever that is for the Sinners. I believe the winner of this game is, he's locked into playing Rel in the divisional round, which is no easy feat. Number 1 seed in the AFC, Miami Corona Blights. Undefeated Skaven this season, 7-7-0. The other AFC divisional round matchup is between number 2 Houston and number 3 Cleveland, and that game is tomorrow, I believe, 8 p.m. Eastern.
So, I feel like Dwight Stevenson might be surfable.
Technically, yes. I mean, you've got Agility 6, Strength 4, and Juggernaut, so you just need to slip in a guard over here, do a little bit of and surfing.
Doesn't look like he's taking it. No. I would.
By the same logic, Grimgi Dolt up top is also surfable.
Yeah, I mean, Grimgi's just bloat, so who cares?
If anything, Asti would thank you for getting rid of that blitzer, because then he'd get like 2 more bribes next game.
Actually, no.
Actually, no one's getting inducements against Rail, but
I might if I get to play him. We'll see.
We'll see, indeed.
But yeah, so he did not take the surf, which, hey, I mean, I would have, but that doesn't mean it's right.
I think if you wanted to, I mean, Dwight's just a all-around solid player. He's not the key to the team.
He's his only tackle, man. That matters.
Yeah, I mean, and he's AV7, and there's gonna be some bloodthirsty fans in that section. They're always.
I mean, AV doesn't matter for that, but
that's right. I'm circumvents that.
Now you would be, exposing Sue, but it's your offense. Like, Sue's not important. I imagine Sue might be carrying here, actually. But I guys can't believe Asti left that. I mean,
it's probably the rarest thing you would think of, having a player who could just walk through those tackle zones and has Juggernaut and is strength 4, who would just need 1 assist. I mean, granted, even a strength 3 wouldn't be that unlikely if you just get the 2 assists down here. But yeah, that would have been cool. That would have been cool.
Just a push, which is probably fine. I mean,
if you're going for a surf, though, push would have been perfect.
Yes. Although he would have had to dodge first. So.
Yeah, but your agility 6, and you wouldn't be going against tackle. So the odds of it working were literally 100%.
I mean, the odds of everything working is 100%.
Yeah, if you roll well enough.
Exactly. Knowing Asti, I imagine he's going to try to surf the wrestle kick player. Hey, Gark.
Welcome, Gark. You missed... it was an interesting first half.
You missed me being a dick a little bit. I know that's shocking. I'm never a dick. No, more than normal, because I'm tired and my brain ain't working. Ooh, we're gonna get a foul, which I don't understand at all. That's just not a worthwhile trade.
Yeah, that guy is not important.
No. And now you're gonna. Then here comes the surf. It's Asti. He doesn't care at all about things like positioning.
As much as we want to joke about that, I think
those are
does a very
beneath him.
Good job of positioning with the Norse overall.
No, it's awful. We don't like it.
I'll give him a little bit of awe, because that was cool.
That fuck seems a little bit overkill.
Yeah, just trying to surf somewhat random lino.
Yeah.
He wanted to go for the big play to please the crowd and perhaps the Norse gods, which I believe are actually the Chaos
Look at this
gods.
positioning. He goes for a surf, and then he leaves it so there's nowhere Toofer can really advance. It's awful.
Do you want to take this to overtime if you're Doofer, or do you want to try to get a score about halfway through and...
I don't know that you got a choice, man.
Your numbers aren't bad currently. Still have 2 reserves.
Yeah, I'd like to put... You need to probably put yourself in a position where, if you need to score, you score, right?
Yeah.
But... I'm not selling out to score fast by any means. Overtime's not the worst thing in the world. If you win the toss, you should just win the game. Depending on how much you have left.
We need a rule change. Both teams need to possess the ball once in overtime. I think that would just be fair.
Nah.
That's how the NFL does it now. So we have to emulate them.
What? Nah. Doesn't the NFL only do that if there's a field goal, not if there's a touchdown on the first drive?
Correct. If it's a field goal,
And
the other
there
team
can
gets
only
a
be
chance.
touchdowns?
Yeah, but we can't emulate it perfectly, so we just go 100% all the way. Both teams get the ball.
It's when you score less points than a touchdown because you're lame.
That's true. Relying on a soccer player to give you points is pretty goddamn lame in this sport.
Yeah, especially because they're almost always Australian.
Where's our blitz coming from?
Probably the blitzer that hasn't moved yet.
Oh, I could barely see him with the logo and the slight shade difference on the blue ones. It's not even the right angle to blitz from, because now you can't knock them away from your players.
I mean, the other way would have taken a GFI.
Yeah, so I think you kind of goofed the positioning.
Maybe a little bit. I mean, yeah, this becomes another pretty easy surf if he gets pushes. And I imagine he's going to take it. Nope. And that pause. Asti might be tilting a little bit.
That's the thing about playing Asti. When he's on with his Norse, any slight mistake with his positioning, these last two turns we would have seen a surfed player. And
yeah, but you do it on purpose because then he gets pissed off and plays worse.
That's assuming it doesn't work. But when it does work, and all of a sudden you're down players against Norse, and then he's got a bribe still, and Dwight Stevenson's due for a casualty somewhere here, like right now. Although if he goes backwards, is it still a...
Yeah, it's still 2 die. Because there's guard on that Ulf.
No, if he goes to the right.
I mean, it's stand firm, not sidestep.
Ah.
Oh! And Randall Camp is fine. I know you're sad about that.
I've got nothing against the player. I'm just against Doofer for taking him.
And no, you can't. That
he thought about it.
Maybe
he didn't. Second half decides to save the reroll because potential overtime looming. Makes a lot of sense. Yep. This is also why witch elves are so weird, because this is what I do with them on offense too. Like, I have them near the ball, and it feels like it's such a waste because they should be out leading the charge, surfing Grimgi and getting blocks and all this stuff, and I never found the right balance of like using them effectively and keeping them safe. And then they died anyway, so what was the point?
Yeah, I mean, don't keep witches safe. So it looks like we're going to get fairly strong positioning up here at the top. And let's see what happens with Grimgi. Man, these Norse armor, the Norse armor is just incredible. I mean, it is easily like the strongest AV7 I've ever seen.
Their blacksmith, they earned their keep, that's for sure. A lot of GFI.
Yeah, I don't know that those are 100% needed.
I mean, I get it though. You didn't really want to have your guys all stacked here. And plus, since the catchers are so fast, they could get out in front and double stack. But I'm not sure anyone else can get back there and complete the column. All right, are we moving the Witch Elf to generate the 2 die, or are we
relying on Dauntless? I might blog with Dauntless first and then move the Elf if you don't get the knockdown. Move the Witch Elf, I mean.
Looks like we're playing it safe.
Got the POW.
Death.
But if you don't get the armor break, there is jump up.
That's true. And he doesn't. That is a forgotten about skill.
Actually, that both these teams have. So
yeah, I really enjoy it on my frog blitzers.
But yeah, like this is kind of the time when I'd be like, like this is where that Derby player elf could do some work.
Yeah, that's a nice target.
I do imagine Doofer's thinking mid-half score, which, not bad by any means. I mean, you have the the sack threats to make that work.
Actually, on that knockdown, I would have pushed him northwest, and that way you free up your blitzer next turn. But it's fine. All right, so let's try to win the game here. Let's do the jump up block with Grimgi.
I mean, yeah, definitely, and then just
come in. Yeah, just come in with Dwight. Oh, this is beautiful.
I mean, Asti does know how his surfs work.
This is beautiful.
And does Sue go bye-bye? No.
Yes. No, almost. Damn. I gotta give it to Asti, though. He's playing these surf opportunities well. He's just not quite...
Yeah, that was a sexy turn right there. I mean, that's what I was saying, like, jump up, you know? I mean, like, I'm not going to sit here and pretend I'll forget jump up all the time. But when you do, it can be killer. There's definitely been some of my games against Asti recently where, like, late in the drive, I was like, oh, can you jump up? Or late in the turn, and then I had, like, rematch. Now, still, we got a 2+, 2+, 2+, 2+, 2+, 2+ to score. Not too bad. Not too bad at all.
Yeah, that last turn was a clinic on how to play some Norse.
Oh. Ooh, that's brutal. And I'm not 100% sure that block could help much. Maybe it could, and I'm not seeing it. But I think that you just had to just roll a ton of dice, the witch, and then go score, and then do an end zone dance, and then steal the ball and score again. But now it's definitely feeling like the Norse are in a pretty strong spot.
Baz with a good stretch there as well.
Yes. Yes, it was.
Man, it's almost like missing 4 guard players from this team was really hurting them in this scenario here.
I mean, he has 2. Like, I'm sorry, but I don't feel bad that he doesn't have 6 guard anymore. He's Dark Elves.
I mean, sure, he could have lost 4 along the way, but he lost 4 in one game.
Yeah, that just gave him more time to rebuild the team. If anything, it was a good thing.
Kept his TV down for a while. Yeah. Huge knockout by Mariota. What are we doing here?
Ooh, Dauntless blitz backwards.
Dauntless is one of those skills that people almost never just straight up take it, and yet it seems so helpful.
So I don't hate that by any means.
Do we just have to go for the pass and the 3+ catch and everything else here?
We don't have to.
But do I want to?
So you're gonna leap and go score 2+, 2+.
Oh yeah.
Or just protect the ball.
Yeah.
Protecting the ball is probably okay.
You gotta get Polibi? Yeah, Polibi. You gotta get him out of that spot.
And then dodge the runner around, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
7. Yeah, you can get a screen going.
Okay, good positioning there.
Yeah, this is a pretty strong recovery. This might be better than
scoring.
Yeah, the score I was seeing.
Well,
I mean, there's still a definite. I mean, there's a pretty straightforward. Well, no, because of where the guard is. So yeah, I wouldn't blitz the ball if I was Asti. Yeah, but that was a good recovery after the skull egg regarc. That was well played. Ooh, buddy. Well, Asti's just coming in.
He's trying to.
And 2 die on ball, but he's not going to have a great recovery. He's going to use this one.
Yep.
Yeah, this makes sense.
Yeah.
Although, this has GFIs.
Well, when you've got 3 stat freaks and you just need 2 for the blitz and have a 3rd for a pickup, it's very
into
helpful.
A half die. Yeah, I think that was a bit much, in my opinion. I don't think that was needed.
Forgot so simple.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem with that Witch Elf. There's so much to mark on it that you're going to forget about something.
No, Gark, we don't want him to kill the Berserker because it's bloat. We like the Berserker. That Berserker gives me a wizard. Like, seriously. That Berserker by itself is 140 TV and skills. That I am and they're all skills I am happy for him to have.
Yeah, see, that's probably how I would have marked it. It's just, I mean, sidestep's important, but considering agility 5 leap and strip ball, I mean, maybe you just don't mark wrestle.
I don't know. Maybe Asti should just be smarter. That's what I say. Surf of the leader.
Yeah, which has already been used, but
yeah, but hey, I mean, now Asti's down to 9 on the pitch. I mean, this is definitely looking like overtime now. That's for sure.
Yeah, we don't have to score right here. That's for sure.
No, and I mean,
Asti, oh no, my leader. Anyways, good meme.
Not moving with the witch is interesting there.
I guess we're going to shield her off, but there's no reason to hand off on the sideline. You're just begging for a 1 and having to burn for the reroll.
I mean, if he just a handoff, I'm just like straight up cage dive it and just like, well, depending on where the rest goes. But okay, no, he's not handing off. Good. Okay, he's just like.
But now we're begging for a 1 on a dodge. Okay, we have dodge on the blitzer, so.
Yeah, the snakes never happen.
Please dodge Randall Camp first.
We have sidestep. Yeah, I like that because. All right, yeah. Now you're in a pretty strong spot. Like even if you snake this dodge,
like a turn and a half ago, it looked like a really bad spot. How did this?
Yeah, happen? I mean, no, Doofer's done a pretty decent job, I think. He got himself out of disaster pretty damn well, and now if I'm Asti, I'm like, where to go? I think that.
Oh yeah, late turn block. Get him.
Dead. Like this one, we want to die. Ah, damn it.
Man, he's rolled so many 7s today, or under, I suppose. I wish we could pull up the dice stats mid game, just so we can complain about them. Block wise,
God no.
34.
I'm just trying to think of how absolutely fucking awful that would be if your opponent was doing it.
That's true. I mean,
I would just.
I think the spectators should be able to look at it, not the in-game players.
Guard the luck counters from before I started playing. So that's only something that all you olds remember.
I don't even remember it, honestly.
Yeah, I just
obviously I played a bunch with it. I just never.
I don't understand this either. I feel like Asti's so obviously tilting. Because I just do not see what you gain from that block, and Sue has Juggernaut.
It's not even a block; it's a blitz.
Yeah. Oh God. W's. He was on the ground, but I mean, you can position in a way where okay. I mean, but are we just picking which Ulf gets surfed by Sue?
Yeah, I mean, there's not a good play here that's going to significantly help you, but
no, but I just don't know that letting your Ulfs be surfed is the play. Well, turnabout's fair play here.
Yeah. No surf for anybody. Please don't re-roll this Doofer. As much as I want you to.
Okay, yeah. I mean, if you re-rolled that, I mean, I would have laughed. It would have been funny. No matter what would have happened. If you ended up successfully surfing Asti, it would have been funny. If you double scold, it would have been funny.
Oh no, now Sue's surfable. Huh?
He's gonna stick the ball in that little pocket. No, he's handing the ball to Sue.
Which is fine, but again, you're making a dice roll that you don't need to.
Yeah, but like, I mean, I understand wanting to keep Sue screened, you know. I mean, like, if you do win this game, Sue is so important in the next one.
Dark Elves doing whatever they need to in this half.
This looks like it's going to OT.
I think almost every game has gone to overtime except one, maybe two. I know Ryan Fitz posted that image. Let me pull it up. NBFL thread. Last page. Wow. It's at the bottom. Alright, so Dallas versus Atlanta, overtime. Croaks versus Glams, overtime all the way through. Detroit versus Cattle, not overtime. Houston versus Denver, overtime. Cleveland versus the Rex, overtime. So literally 5 out of 6 games so far in the wildcard round have gone
what happened? Okay, yeah, in the wildcard round, we've had one divisional game. So,
oh yeah,
which I haven't seen. I have no idea what happened. I mean, I know who won, but like, I couldn't tell you how they got there.
Yeah.
I mean, like, does anyone really need to see Cattle lose again? I mean, you've seen it once, you've seen it 100 times.
Damn. That poor snow troll. Literally been stuck there ever since that turn where he tried to surf and couldn't. He's been so mad about it. Oh, there's a counter surf.
Yeah, I mean, like, Stu having the ball, right?
Actually,
like,
kind of hurts now because he can't counter surf as well.
Yeah, and you're kind of running low on space. I mean, this was a reasonably decent turn by Asti. Like, on his surface, I was like, I don't know about this. Also, this snow troll, and he's literally tried to move it every turn this half. First, that snow troll was too eager and rolled pals instead of setting up a surf. And then he just stood there.
He's mad about it.
Now, the downside here is like, okay, you've exhausted your bench if you're due for now. So, like, you score turn 8. I mean, Asti could just take the hits on the line of scrimmage, and I mean, if they're hot.
All of a sudden, you're going into overtime on defense again with only 8 players.
And down to Euros. Well, down. I mean, maybe we'll see. I wonder what's gonna happen here.
Okay, so we need to throw a -2 die with Okrara up top. Move the catcher out the way. Come in with Sue. And like 1 die or -2 die, one of the Ulfs.
Why don't you just 2 die the Ulf with Sue and then dodge back out and then just stand right back where you are?
Because I want to surf one of them.
You would. Sue has jugs.
Oh, right. So it's blocked by its own player. Okay, yeah. That's perfect then.
Yeah. I mean, I can't see anything going wrong.
Yeah, granted, tackles covering you on the way out, but...
I mean, that would be the most fun option, right? Like, that's the kind of option that, Nuffle is going to reward.
100%. Literally no downside.
Exactly. Or you just roll double skulls in the first one, have to use your reroll, and then 1 when you dodge away.
That's a very interesting spot for that guy.
Yeah, I'm curious what's going on here. Like, I don't...
I think he's going to look at the board for another minute, move like 2 more players, not roll any dice, and then walk into the end zone.
He's not dodging through, is he?
Dodge through with Sue, 2020. Ah, shit, it's 2021.
Okay, he's blitzing. That makes sense. I mean, it's not nearly as cool as it surf.
No.
Look at guard.
And if this isn't like a removal...
Well, that's fine. Now you just move forward 1, and then you stick the ball there.
Yeah, well, that's fine.
And then you foul. Wait.
With the ball. A secret +1 modifier. I
mean,
keep telling everybody.
You should foul with Turley because you don't care about having her on the pitch anyway.
It's true. We saw that in the first half.
Yeah, Gark. The leap, strip ball, 5-edge witch elf did not play on defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That hints me that was kind of what I was being a dick about. See, this is why getting that wizard burned in half one's cool because
this would be a nice wizard. I don't know if it'd be.
Here's the foul.
When you have no bench potentially.
No, I like it. It was a good foul.
I mean, that's a good player, but
I like it. Now, do I only like it because of the division I'm in?
Absolutely.
Yes. I just push the ball in.
All right. 1 KO does not come back, but
yeah, but that doesn't matter.
13, so.
I mean, your thrower's back, which is definitely the most important player. Man, Asti, you see, you're really hurting your brand here with your chat. Here, I thought you were being smart. Hey, I'm gonna push in so he can't get any more hits on me. But no, he's just dumb.
To be fair, his opponent does not have the equal opportunity to make himself look bad either, because Doofer can't.
Yeah, but Doofer could just blame it on the language barrier. I guess Asti can too. I mean, he is, from Quebec.
Oof.
Basically the same. So we got 3 sidestep on the line of scrimmage. We do.
Quebec, also known as the redheaded stepchild of Canada.
I mean,
probably.
All of Canada's a redheaded stepchild.
Does Asti even bother trying for the 1 turn here? Is it worth the effort?
I mean, I don't know that he can.
There is a stand firm in the middle, and you do have jugs.
Yeah, but you're going to need a 3rd push, which you can probably get. Is anyone from Newfoundland Dutch?
Isn't that a small island off of Maine or something? Or is it more off of, somewhere in Canada?
I mean, I don't know Canadian geography. It's just Canada, man. It's just part of North America that we could conquer if we wanted to. Yeah, I mean, okay, so you can use jugs against the stand firm, right? And if you could get 2 pushes and set yourself up in a spot where you can completely surround the other sidestep.
Or just block them all down, injure 2 of them, and foul the 3rd, and go into overtime with a 2-man advantage.
Yeah, I mean, that's chill too, right? I mean, maybe a 4-man advantage.
Yeah. But then the elves get the ball.
Yeah,
I say we make a deal right now. If the elves can keep 10 players, the Norse get the ball to start overtime. If you remove more than 1 elf, they have to get the ball to start overtime. I think that's fair.
Yeah. I mean, if Asti knew of the deal, he wouldn't throw any blocks.
We've covered that earlier.
I mean, the plus here is because so many players of Doofers have been moved, he can't do that again.
It's true. Don't worry, Gark. Just go back and watch the first half. It's going to be recorded, and then you can get.
And the best part is the beginning of this game was literally 10 minutes after I walked back inside from a workout, so I was not very filtered, even less than normal.
Had the adrenaline going.
I was just tired, man. Okay, what are we doing?
Well, doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Okay, I have no idea what he was even trying to do.
He was hoping for a
Maybe,
quick snap, and then he would
maybe
have
he forgot
moved.
sidestep again.
Maybe. But what else would you mark on a blocked on the sidestep guy? You've got enough room for.
But like that setup's weird. I feel like he was trying to do it without using his blitz again because he's dumb and doesn't understand math.
I mean, there's quite a few of us that don't understand math.
Myself included.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I don't even know that one turn he did against me was dumb. I just decided it was because it made me mad.
What if you could use a reroll to add to your dice roll for the kickoff and overtime?
Wait. Can we focus more on the fact that
Go ahead.
Doofers made this like much easier? Like much easier. Like extremely easier.
Are we going to be able to blitz someone at the bottom and work them into?
I mean, we can just use frenzy and just push them into the into this hole, and then like roll dice. Although I guess like the last block's kind of hard, but not impossible by any means.
Yeah, as long as you just don't use a reroll to do it, you should be fine. Uh-oh, Doofer.
No, he's gonna be one short. He didn't think this through.
I mean, it was also a random setup on purpose.
Yeah, but I mean, this was definitely doable. But like, no, it's not.
Wait, what did he do already? That like stops him from doing it.
He needed to get a push. Like he needed to push the ball already because look, he's going to use the snow troll, right?
Yep.
And like if the snow troll and the lineman were flipped, he'd be fine. But they aren't. Like he's going to use the snow troll, and then once he gets the second push, I mean, yeah, like there's no way.
Unless
you see, he just realized it.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
But again, this is a perfect defense, and all of a sudden you're trying to adjust to a random scenario.
I mean,
granted, I don't think his initial setup was going to work because there was a sidestep for the bottom, stand firm in the middle.
Look. Anytime Asti messes up, it's because he's an idiot. There's no such thing as about being reasonable with Asti. I think that's fair.
Here's a big gang foul. In tackle zones.
Yeah, but who cares?
It works. Oof.
And Asti gets the ball.
Norse have the ball to start overtime.
But he doesn't get his KO back, which is going to be a big deal.
Yeah. Are you surprised he bought the extra apothecary instead of an extra bribe? Not that he's used the bribe.
No, he's scared he's going to lose players before he plays me in the final AFC Championship. He's scared. He doesn't want to lose. He knows his only chance is those two catchers, so he wants to make sure he doesn't lose one.
That's fair. I mean, there are some pretty good catchers. All right, I think due for setting up a little more forward than last time. I think you need to be one column closer still, just in case there's a blitz. You need to be able to change the outcome of the game. Yeah, his first initial setup, Gark, which again you can see if you watch the replay.
Yeah, I mean,
it's only that column 7.
Like you need to cover the whole pitch, right? Like you can't just let him walk into range.
It's true. I've never, ever liked this. I don't know what you call it. It's like a bee or an umbrella or hills or whatever you want to call it. I've never liked this setup.
I mean, it's fine if like this setup does not help you win the game.
No, it does maximize your coverage of your assets, but and we've seen perfect defense twice already, and now both teams get a bribe, which is just what Asti needs. It's also one reason why I hated not having a dirty player when I played Dark Elves. Because it's like, oh, you get a free bribe, and I have no one who's adept at doing the foul.
Nah, fouling's lame.
It is, but it feels like a wasted opportunity sometimes if you don't do it.
Nah, you just hold the bribe and be like, I don't even need it. Ugh. But yeah, I mean, remember how I was saying that, like, this game wasn't going to go to overtime?
Yeah, I do recall you saying something like that.
I'm so stupid. Foul. Oh wow. I mean, well, honestly...
did call for it.
Yeah. If you're, like, due for... I mean, obviously that sucks if you win this game. But, like, if you lose that game, like, you're happy with that death. Like, that's a good death.
Huh.
Because that means that you get you get a free skill roll.
That's true. My first assumption was you've got to...
That's why once I make the Super Bowl, I hope all my players die.
But you win.
Well, I mean, I don't know what that feels like, so I just assume it's not going to happen. I did have that one Super Bowl where I took 9 casualties against Crew.
Against frogs, that's insane.
That was not fun.
Even as
I mean, I totally fucked it. Like, Gru made a mistake early, and, like, I sacked the ball. Like, he did what Asti did in this one, where he didn't have his guard placed right.
Yeah.
And then I was, like, too cowardly to do all the dodges I needed to do before picking up the ball. And I lost, because then he Kaz 2 of my gutters the very next turn.
Oof.
But yeah, I mean, see, like this is what's weird to me, right? Because, like now he's trying to play a little aggressive, and so I don't really understand why he had that setup. I mean, like that's one thing I like about Dark Elves, right? Is that you have so many good players that you shouldn't care about exposing them. Which sounds like backwards, right? But like even that rule of 5 setup, like you're leaving good players blitzable, right? So I mean, you want to keep the witches safe, but like no one else on the team. I mean, like all these blitzers, like it doesn't matter which one he blitzes, like they're all good. Like that's one thing I did with the rats in this league is like, obviously I'd have the gutters protected turn 1 when I did that like super unbalanced setup.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, I'd be like, well, I'm just going to leave all of my gutters blitzable because you can only blitz one of them.
Yeah, in theory, yeah.
And it works a lot better than I had any business doing. Like, yeah, right, Gark. And like, I mean, his kicker's gone, right? Is his kicker gone? Yeah, his kicker's gone. But like, that's also why I like to kick short with Dark Elves, is because you're not that fast. And like, Asti is like, he's not going to run out of time to score here. Like on a short drive, kicking deep makes sense. But on a normal drive, I like to kick short. Woodies, I kick deep because I just do. Yeah, because I run fast. But like, I get kicking short, right? I mean, Morehouse kicks short, and he's better with Wood Elves than I am. Although I'm also convinced he's dumb. His skill choices are odd.
Is there anybody who plays this game that you're convinced is not dumb?
Yeah, but I don't know who. Not Gark. Gark's dumb.
Malmir?
He's not as dumb as me. No, yeah, Mal's smart. But like, I'm dumb. So I mean, Gru's not dumb.
But you just admitted he made a mistake in your game, so he's not perfect either.
Yeah, but then he like played perfect after that.
Oh, okay. So he baited you in, and then played perfect.
No, even in chat at the time, he mentioned something about, I fucked up. I mean, he didn't say that, but he said it like Gru would,
Whoops.
But yeah, I don't know, man. Like Morehouse likes stupid skills, as opposed to me, who likes Hail Mary pass and shadowing.
But those are good skills. Niche,
Exactly.
but good.
Exactly. I need heavily past my Bretts.
What's a skill that Morehouse likes that you're just like confounded by?
It's not like the skills, but like he takes wrestle on his Wood Elf catchers, like all of them.
I mean, I don't hate that. I think.
No, but it's just like his whole like team building philosophy. I'm just against.
I mean, the Wood Elf catchers, I get it. You're so good at offense, just out of the box, that if you just dedicate everybody to being good at defense, you maximize.
He just doesn't. No, but like they're not good at defense because they're not Blodge Step, and Blodge Step's amazing. My issue is I like Dark Elves, and I try to play Wood Elves like Dark Elves, which is also dumb.
Says the guy who's in the second round of the playoffs.
I mean, I've underachieved so far. Yeah. Is it Dark?
I think Doofer would have learned by now blocking these strength 4 stand firm pieces just not.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Not
to be honest.
Work
like
today.
It's not. I just don't think Dark Elves are a blocking team, like on a very basic level.
I want them to be. I want frogs to be, but they're not.
Oh. I mean, I understand this one a little bit more because he was trying to get the knockdown to then dodge the. Okay.
He said,
I guess
he said, now I'm fucking committed.
Yeah, I mean, he's putting some pressure on, which like I can respect. I mean, if I'm asked to, I'm probably okay. What? What?
Well, now he's not committed.
Does he know like Dark Elves dodge on a 2+? Big stun.
That is a nice stun though.
Big stun.
Let's get a knockdown here. There we go.
Another knockdown.
Okay. We like this a lot better than we did 10 seconds ago.
I mean, it looks good, but like, I hate the way he got here, even though like it was good.
Hey,
it
does something.
Okay, so this is gonna be like, let's walk forward. Let's get guard on both corners, Asti.
Wait, why are you giving him sound advice?
Because I need him to kill Rel's players.
That's fair. Is that the secret to winning this league? Don't face Rel first.
Yeah, let Asti kill all of Rel's guys. That's my plan.
But lose in the process.
I mean, I'm fine with Asti winning. I'm not scared of Asti.
That's fair.
Okay, dirty player needs to step forward 1. No. Well, I mean, that's another good. I mean, like again, if you're due for, if you don't win, that's good.
Yeah, I didn't like the hire of that guy, anyways.
But I mean, I'm assuming Doofer wants to win for some reason.
I don't know. At this point, I think you just take your losses and wait for next season.
Never. Never. But like, this is an easy 1 die, so.
Yeah. I mean.
Can you get better than 1
sure hands, so we've got.
I mean, do you have anyone? No, none of your guard. Where's your guard?
It's back to the Randall camp.
Yeah, your guard's not in a good position, but yeah, just you have to take the 1 die here. I don't think you're gonna get better than this.
No, and Dwight's on the ground for this turn. He won't be for much longer. Wait,
what? Oh, you have a bribe.
Still ballsy. And oh no.
Why?
And Asti used an apothecary to put it back on the field. Wow.
I mean, like, I think that was kind of useless because you're going to score in 2 turns, but like, what? At least do the sack first.
Wow.
I guess, I mean, I'm assuming he wasn't going to do the sack, but like, wow. This has been something. Like, both these characters are alternating between, like, shocking me in ways that are really, really good that I didn't see, and shocking me in ways that I think are pretty bad that I also didn't see.
It kind of reminds me of me playing my playoff game the other day. There's times where I'm like, what am I doing? Do I even know Blood Bowl? And then it's like, okay, I got this. I can beat Stim.
Yeah.
And there's no in between.
Yeah. Yeah, like I mean, your situation's so much worse now.
Hey, we got a full double stack column in the box.
Like now, Asti actually has his guard placed right, so you can't get a 1 die. When if you did like a turn ago, you could have. Like you've got to take that 1 die when you can. I mean, it's like things aren't going to get better, man. Although I don't know if Doofer even cares about winning at this point. Although, like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, Dark Elves are good against rats. I mean, the ball carrier has sure hands guard.
Yeah, I don't know. The half die with the wrestle versus the.
Like, I think you have to try to dodge your guard in on the 5+ through the bat.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 energy. Yeah, I mean.
You gotta do it. I think that's better than trusting in the half die.
Yeah.
And I mean, you have dodge on all the dodges there. Like, but I think that's that's what has to be done. I really don't get that foul last turn. Like, I don't think Dwight was a worry. I like you just kind of go for the sack. If you get the sack, you like leave Dwight stranded or just mark him with a useless line elf.
Like the line elf that fouled him.
Yeah, like I like that where that line elf was standing. I just don't like the foul. I mean, I know you have a bribe, right? So it's, it ain't like you're pretty unlucky having that happen. But
because it did happen, you've lost.
Okay, you can't do anything here. You're just. What are we doing, bro? I mean, if we're surfing Floki, like, I'm all for it, but why?
Well, I guess we're gonna find out.
Because I mean, if you're surfing Floki, but yeah, I mean, I'm all in on this foul. I think this foul's brilliant, but like, I don't think it's good.
Huh.
Yeah.
Man, the surfs today have not really gone the way you wanted them to. And now you're kind of stuck here with Suit, where you're going to get counter surfed if you're not careful.
I mean, he's going to bring in the diving tackle, but he's going to have to.
Oh, God.
Okay. I mean, you've got to do it, right?
Yes,
I mean,
you have to do it.
Oh, God, you can surf both.
He's doing it. He's
going to surf both.
It. Asti, the people's champ, now and forever.
Okay, I mean,
this is why we love this man.
Reroll. Do it.
Oh.
I don't know why he didn't bring in the jugs. Like you like.
Oh yeah, you had a strength 4 jug, and oh, that's so devastating.
The fact he didn't reroll that makes him a coward.
Please.
Oh, is he gonna fucking foul it?
Please just walk into the end zone.
He's gonna fucking foul it.
Oh no, he does have a bribe still.
He's gonna fucking foul.
And you're almost in like absolutely no threat to lose this game.
Oh my God, he's trying.
What is he doing?
He's farming him.
Okay, so we block with the snow troll.
I mean, there's literally nothing Doofer can do. So, I mean, I get it.
I thought the French and French Canadians had some semblance of honor. Huh.
But, okay, Asti, please score next turn. And just run away, Doofer. Like, just run away.
Yeah. Live to fight another day.
Don't let Asti, like... Please just score, Asti. Please just do not nominate him. Oh, they're like really nominating someone is taking them to overtime just so you can do this. But just score. Like, I don't mind the handoff because, I mean, I definitely get wanting to score on the
blitzer.
Non-legend, especially because, like, that blitzer, I mean, I keep joking that it's bloat. It's actually a really good blitzer. It's just, it's not particularly useful against, like, me or Rel.
Not yet.
Okay. He's going to fucking keep fouling.
No. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This is not something I
Oh my god, what do you... Oh, Sue! Go get the ball, Sue!
Do it! Oh my god.
You got jump up!
Doofer, you have to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Doofer, stop.
And
No!
No, he's going to throw back to the blitzer.
But the blitzer's in range now.
Okay, I don't know what he's doing. Never mind. I've changed my mind. I was like, this is cool.
This game
like, now,
is the epitome.
I don't understand that
roller coaster of sanity. Both these coaches look like they know what they're doing, and then they
do know what they're doing. I've watched three of their games. They're both good coaches. They Yeah, I don't understand why you don't just like. Oh yeah, you don't have leap. Never mind. So you had to blitz out. Yeah. That makes perfect sense.
Oh yeah.
We're idiots.
Alright, Asti, don't act like you weren't actively trying to kill Sue not 2 turns ago. Oh god.
The problem is you can't pass. Yeah. But like, you're fine with being served.
So you go to the right?
So the problem with this now is like, you kind of wish you waited. Like I actually hate moving that blitzer now. Like either you needed to move the blitzer at the end and mark his only tackle, or you keep the blitzer as a potential scoring threat.
Yeah, there's no way he serves here. Probably. Maybe? Oh no. Oh, he got lucky.
I mean, you're in kind of a tight spot, right? Because if you don't get the knockdown, then the serve becomes somewhat attractive, but...
Yeah, I thought for sure he would have blitzed from the right back towards the massive Norse.
He's passing again.
Oh god.
See.
I mean, I get it wanting to...
You're such an idiot. No, you deserve this.
Oh god, he's gonna foul again, isn't he?
I mean, he has to. Like, he literally has to.
That's true.
And badly hurt.
Badly hurt.
Okay, well now you've got a cage dive. Like,
yeah, what I mean at this point, like, what do you have left to lose? Just
and then just like
a bunch of players.
Okay,
what?
I mean,
are we coming in with the Lino?
The Lino has Dauntless.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with that.
Hey,
I mean,
Mr. Anderson.
I don't know that that's better because he doesn't have dodge, but like I think just doing the halftime might have been more likely. Please, what a coward! He's not going to pass again.
Is he listening? Oh. Wow. An interesting game, to say the least, between the Dolts and the
That was nuts. I mean, thanks for the game, guys. Y'all both are some confounding individuals, both in good and bad ways.
Entertaining.
Asti only did 2 casualties. Like, officially.
That's your cray.
Everything else is fouls or serfs or failed go for it. 6 of the 8.
Damn. I guess you shouldn't have played near the sidelines, kids. All right, well, Baz, Gark, yeah, thanks for being here. We've got another game tonight, another game tomorrow, and
man, I don't know if I can do another game.
Yeah, this was something. All right, take care, everybody.
Hey.